I've done a lot of things during my 7 years of travel, but to be honest, this is one of the hardest. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So the story I want to share with you today is about staying positive even though the outer circumstances are giving you a very hard time. And that's not the only story. So I want to take you guys back to something special we did in the month of June. Kyrgyzstan is slowly on opening up to tourism, and Nico and I partnered up with a local NGO called Discover Kyrgyzstan, and we helped them with marking new hiking trails in the Kyrgyz mountains. That on its own was really special because we were the first ones to hike these trails and putting them on the map so other hikers can from now on do it as well. Nico and I were each going to mark a different trail, which meant that we were both going to a different part of the country. We weren't going to do this alone. We both had some local guides who were showing us the way. I was going from Bishkek to an area called Song Kul Lake. So on our first evening, we were supposed to stay at a specific yurt camp where we were going to meet our local guide. Now the problem was we actually did not really know which yurt camp, and around Song Kul Lake there are a lot of yurt camps. We've been driving around the lake, but we can't seem to find our yurt camp, so we're just asking around. There's a lot of people now setting up, families setting up their yurts. So we're now with a family asking if they by any chance know where we are going to stay tonight. If not, we always have our tents. So it seems that we're going to spend the night at the yurt camp of a local family, which is really cool. We're now gonna go and say hi to the people and see what's going to happen next. Hey, look at this, we're really in the middle of nowhere, it's amazing. It's so funny, we have the yurt building behind it and here's a tent building. I don't think they're used of seeing people building a tent. We're not used of seeing people building yurts. So after we had set up our camp, the nomadic family invited us for some tea in their yurts, which is really typical to the Kyrgyz hospitality. This family just arrived here today, so they're now building their camp and they're going to stay for the whole summer. So for 3 months, they're going to stay here near Song Kul Lake. You know what makes me the most happy in life? This wild, remote nature. Nothing beats that for me. So while we were enjoying the beautiful environment and our stay at the yurt camp, we realized that our second guide also was lost, and he had no idea where we were and we had no idea where he was. So we were kind of hoping to still meet him that evening. He has arrived. It's not that easy to find people when you don't have a cell phone connection, when you don't have a GPS, when you don't have Wi-Fi. Back to the old days, but you see, it always works out. And this is going to be our horse. After some fun next to the lake, we're now going back to the yurt camp where we're going to make some plov for tonight and probably heading to bed very soon because tomorrow we start our hiking day. And I'm going to stop filming for now because it's getting dark, and since we're in the yurt camp and we don't have electricity, there won't be much light to film. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys. So I'm now here in my tent, just woke up, got a coffee first thing in the morning. I think you guys already know that I'm not exactly a morning person, not until I had my first coffee. Then I can do whatever. I'm just having a little walk around the yurt camp and it's just magnificent here. So we're now busy packing up and I'm going to say goodbye to the family that hosts us. It was very special to spend an evening with the nomads and see how they live. Yeah, these are the experiences I just love the most. So now getting ready for our first day of hiking. We're going to cross the Besh-Mainok Pass to the village of Kazart. We're supposed to arrive there somewhere in the afternoon. Let's hope we get good weather today, and yeah, I'm really excited about this first part. And this beautiful horse is going to carry our food. He's not really up for it. Ready for the hike?
seems like we're not that lucky with the weather. So a lot of rain again, but hey, it's worth it.
Our job for that day was marking the trail by painting rocks, but the higher we went, the colder it became, until it even started snowing.
We're now at the highest point of the trek, 3,500 meters, and we're literally in a cloud. Remember guys from last video that I had like a panic attack on that mountain? It's nothing like what we've just done here. The horse even fell, so it was pretty crazy. So now carefully going down. We all got very wet. I'm just like literally wet to the bone. My shoes, my feet, my legs, everything. When it's raining and it's cold and you're cold to the bone, it's mentally very challenging to stay positive. So we can already see the village in the distance. We're all looking forward to arrive tonight in the village of Kyrgyzstan. It's a very tiny village. We're all now ready to find our guest house. We don't know where it is, how far, but we're all ready to put our bags down and just relax for the evening.
To be honest with you, I was really happy to have a place for the night, because imagine camping when all of your equipment is soaking wet, including your sleeping bag. It would not have been a fun experience. So I was really happy that they've foreseen a guest house for us to stay in that night.
Like all of our clothes here drying, man, even the sleeping bags got wet.
The next day we were brought to another yurt camp about 30 minutes away from the village we stayed in that night to start our second hiking trail.
Our hike today starts at this yurt camp, so we are now with another nomadic family. We are currently waiting on our guide with the horse. So for the time being, we've been invited to wait inside the yurt. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see anything because it's quite dark inside. As you can see, it's another rainy day, but this time we are more prepared for the rain, like we wrapped ourselves and our bags all up in plastic. Today I'm not carrying my backpack. The horse will carry it for me, super happy. This landscape it's like it comes straight out of Game of Thrones or something. It's so beautiful, so green. We are nearly at the highest point and the rain just turned into snow right now. But it's so freaking cold. If you want to do this hike, get warm clothes. So I'm just keeping myself warm. The biggest challenge of today is not the rain, but it's the cold. I've done a lot of things during my 7 years of travel, but to be honest, this is one of the hardest things. Not necessarily the hike. The hike itself is actually not that hard, but it's just the cold. Serious. I just did not expect it to be this cold in June. We just came down from the pass and I can really feel it's a lot warmer here. I'm so happy because I was just freezing up there.
Even though this trek was pretty hard, considering I was freezing cold, it was really totally worth it. I've seen a part of Kyrgyzstan I hadn't seen before. I walked in these remote mountains without seeing any people, and yeah, I only have like great memories from it. So you know, it's actually very important that you try to stay positive, even though you have, you know, obstacles along your way. And I've also learned a very important lesson: how to pack properly for trekking in Kyrgyzstan. So I wrote down a guide of everything that you need to pack when you're planning on doing a hike or a trek in Kyrgyzstan, and I linked it here below.
Well guys, that was it. That was the end of our trek, and we're now at a gorgeous yurt camp. Couldn't be a better ending for this intense 2-day hike. I'm super happy I've done it, really. Despite the challenges, I am so proud of myself. I feel very satisfied, and I am just so amazed by the beauty of Kyrgyzstan. It is really a country you should visit if you love nature, if you love nomadic culture. What are you waiting for? Come over. So yeah, tonight, to finish our little adventure, we're going to sleep in the yurt. Bye guys.